You bought your new home. Now you're about to move in and you need to decide what are the things you have to do, the essential steps you have to do as you move into your home and after. There are a number of items we are going to cover. Some of these advice are provided for your safety. Some are provided to protect your valuable investment by making the right choices, making the right decisions, so the value of your investment will grow significantly and there are no unwanted surprises in there. Let's dive into it. Some are really simple. And I'm also going to put the list of those items in the description to this video so you can refer to them. Let's start with one broad item. When you buy a home, I also want you to get a home warranty. A home warranty is insurance that covers appliances and other items that can break down in the house. So you pay a small deductible, and if your refrigerator breaks, if your washer dryer break, if something happens to the plumbing in the house, they usually replace those free of cost to you. Or they can at least cover a significant portion of the cost. That is one of the things you have to do right away. Number two, the next item is changing the locks. The seller might go out of their way, and let's assume they do, and they give you all the keys they have in their possessions. But if they've lived in that home for many years, you don't know who has another house key. The old housekeeper might have it, the gardener might have it, a distant family member might have a key. You want to make sure you replace all the keys to the house. If you have a home warranty, some of them will rekey all the doors for you, free of charge. That could be a significant benefit for you, but you need to change the keys to the house. When we talk about changing the keys, that extends to the garage door openers. If there's a keypad outside that they can open the door, you can change that code. Also, the garage door opener, the button you push, that has to be reprogrammed. And yes, there is a way to reprogram it. Make sure you do that. Those are very, very important. The next item you have to do is change all the utilities into your name, because you don't want to be surprised and utilities get disconnected. And when we talk about changing the utilities, that will include the gas, electricity, water, trash, cable. If you have any pest control you have to do. So my best advice to you is ask the previous owners for the list of all their utility companies and the services they have, and ask for the bills. So you can actually call and say, put everything in your name, or ask the selling agent. I always do that. I ask the selling agent to give us a full list of utilities and who they're using. If you have an electric car and you're changing homes, make sure you get the right plan for your electric cars, because if you don't have the right plan, you end up paying a lot of money to charge your cars. While we are talking about utilities, if there is a pool, you need to get a pool cleaner. If there is a backyard, you need to get a gardener. These are all the things you have to think about, and that is part of the checklist that you have to go through and identify. Next item is changing your address. Changing your address can get pretty extensive, but the first thing you want to do is do a change of address through the post office. They notify a lot of other related companies that you work with. You want to call your credit card companies. You want to call the banks you have, the mortgage company, the insurance company, anybody that can possibly send you a bill, or they might send you notices. They need to be notified. You also must notify your work that you have a new address. If you have medicine subscriptions, if you have any subscriptions from Amazon, you need to make sure you revise those addresses. So change of address is one of the big important things. And I'm telling you, I actually keep that address handy, and I share with my clients what they have to do. Next item is keeping track of what you need to repair or change in your home. When you went through the home buying process, you probably did a home inspection. And the home inspection identified all the major items and not so major items that they might require your attention. Through your negotiations, you might have fixed some of those items, or if you have received the credit for them. But it's absolutely essential that you sit down, go through that list, identify what are the items that over time need to be fixed. One way that you can categorize what's important or not, you think and look at items that can create significant severe damage to your home. Electrical panel is one. Bring a qualified contractor, an electrician, to look at the electric panel, make sure you have the right fuses, make sure everything is updated and is to the code, make sure all the electrical stuff are connected. I usually do that through my inspection as well. But things sometimes fall off the chart and things we have to do. Sometimes they just give you a credit and you take the credit and you don't do any of those repairs. So the electrical side of the house, where the electric panel is one of those areas you must maintain and you must put it on the list of what you have to do. You want to inspect for any leakage, any potential old plumbing that's in the house and replace those ahead of time. All the tubes, all the cables that go to the dishwasher, that they go to your bathrooms, those are really easy to replace. They're not expensive, but they can save you a ton of money. I also let you in on a secret. There is a little device they sell. I think it costs $200. It's about yay big. They put that on the water line from outside your house where the water comes in. And it's connected to your Wi-Fi, which by extension, it connects to your phone. If that device detects any continuous leak in the house, it sends you a message. It's always easy to fix a problem and to repair it with a low cost if we know about it early enough, before a leak becomes too big. If you own a big home, and I've seen this, the leak can happen in the guest house. You might not find out about it until 6 months later, and now there is mold to deal with. Put that little device in your home, and that will give you a lot of comfort. It gives you a peace of mind, and it protects your home from massive expenses. And along that line, you need to create a maintenance schedule. If you have a home warranty, every year you can call them and they come and do a maintenance check on your air conditioning, on your furnace, on your water heater. It costs you very little. It costs you tens of dollars. But you know if any of those devices are going wrong, they're breaking down, and before they break down, you can plan what you're going to do about it and how to fix it. But you need to have a schedule. And these days, if you have a smartphone, you can just create the list on your smartphone. Say in 3 months, remind me to do this. In 6 months, remind me to call the home warranty and schedule an inspection for the air conditioning or the water heater or the furnace and so forth. But maintaining that schedule is essential. Put it on a reminder, put it on a calendar so it shows up on your calendar. And if I were you, I will do a cross reminder, myself and my spouse, or myself or one of my kids. So you all know that that is going to happen and you have to take care of that. Next is get familiar with your neighborhood. I absolutely love going to a new home because I feel there is a process of discovery going on. Find out all the local major stores, gas stations, grocery store. Find specialty shop. Find out where the dry cleaners are. If your favorite store is Trader Joe's, like me, find out where there is a Trader Joe's. Get to know your neighbors. Get to know the bike path. Get to know the walking area around your home. It's going to keep you busy for a few weeks, and you're really going to enjoy it because you're going to find out all these great things you can do around your home and how to improve your quality of living by exploring and learning new things and getting to know your neighbors, finding new friends, and so forth. The next item is planning for big expenses on an annual basis. If you own a home, you might impound your taxes and your insurance with your mortgage. If you don't have a mortgage or if you don't impound those accounts, make sure you know when your taxes are due, when your insurance is due, when your association is due, and so forth. And set it up either as paperless or paper, but have a plan. And again, put it in your calendar with your reminders so you don't miss those important days. And we make sure your house, your insurance is valid, and so forth. You want to make sure you don't pay your taxes late because it has a penalty attached to it. Again, I'm the type of person that has 1,000 things in my plate all the time. So my biggest tool is the reminder on my phone, on my calendar, that it basically shows up on my screen 2 weeks, 3 weeks ahead of time so I can plan for it accordingly. And I suggest you might do the same thing. The next item on the list is, now that you bought your home, there are a lot of important documents that come with it. And after a few weeks, the escrow, the mortgage company, the title company, they all might send you those documents. create a folder, put all those items in the folder. If you're into technology, scan those items, keep them on your computer, have more than one copy available to you, because you will refer to those documents all the time. And you want to make sure they're accessible and they're close to you. So when the time arrives that you need one of those documents, you don't get stressed out, you don't know where to find them and so forth. And the last item I want to talk to you about has nothing to do with the list of home improvements and what you have to do around your home. Is establishing a family trust. I'm a CPA and a realtor, and I'm here telling you one of the most important things you can do for yourself and your family is establishing a family trust. I have a video on my YouTube channel that talks about the family trust. Go look at that. Go watch that. If you are a young family and you have small kids, one of the greatest things about the family trust is you decide in the unlikely event, God forbid, something happens to you and your spouse, who's going to raise your kids. You want to have all your financial stuff in one legal place, like a family trust, so you have a peace of mind and you have protected yourself, your family, and your kids. Please take care of that. I have a lot of connections. I have a lot of friends that they're in estate planning and family trust planning. I can help you with that and I can guide you with that. I hope this information helps. I'm a trusted advisor to all of my clients and many of my friends. And I love to play that role with you. But in order to do that, you need to make an appointment with me. And the link for that appointment is in the description below. Go ahead, make an appointment. Let's talk. You don't really have to be buying or selling anything. I would like to establish this relationship on a long term because I can be of a help to you and I enjoy the process of helping people. Take care of yourself. Looking forward to connecting with you.